This is a journey into vlog.
Hey! What's on? I'm walking here!
Alright, well, hey. Round 4, first of the East here at Gopher Dunes. Time for a little bit of Bigwave's walk and talk. Hey, I'm walking here. But before I get going, look who I walked into here, and I'm going to grab him to start this walk and talk. Showed up, the number 117. His dad looks like a new man. Is he in there? He's not in there. He looks really young. Hey, we got Michael DaSilva. Michael.
How's it going?
Dude, welcome back. How'd it go, man? I saw you looking over me.
That was my first 2 35-minute motos of the year. So, not the way I wanted it to go, but I mean, all said and done, I did do 24 DNF.
24-27 for 30th. That's
Something
a DNF?
like that. Yeah, it was a DNF. My back was starting to hurt at the end of that one. I know I've got a lot of work to do to catch up to everyone out there, but Gopher Dunes, first 35-minute motos of the year, might not be the best idea.
You look like you're having fun at first.
Oh, I was having fun until I fell. And then when you fall, it just knocks the wind out of you.
What else are you going to do? How many more rounds?
I'm going to do them all.
Oh, nice. There we go.
East Coast and hopefully go down south next winter, come in to the Nationals basically ready to race.
Coming back, baby. He's coming back.
And I'd like to do them all next year, so.
Where are you going now? You driving home right now?
Yeah, driving home.
Oh,
7-hour drive.
That sucks.
Gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, great to see you out there, man. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Safe travels back.
Cheers.
See you, buddy. Yeah, Michael DaSilva, like I mentioned, his dad, Jay DaSilva. Man, it's funny when you haven't seen someone in a while. Usually they just look older, but he looked actually fit as a fiddle. Young Jay, we're calling him. But yeah, he looked great, so it was great to have Michael DaSilva. A bunch of guys actually showed up to do their first round, heading to the east, doing a whole bunch of rounds here. So now we got the Viney crew hanging out. We got look at these guys. We spoke with Lars van Berkel, the guy who raced Southwick yesterday. He's from the Netherlands. Raced today, ended up third, 4-2 for third. He's talking with the Vineys right now. There's a little bird.
Hey, how's it going? He's telling me stories. Have you met this guy?
I did. We did a good long interview over there earlier. It was great, man. Now I do my walk and talk.
We have a Netherlands connection.
Yeah.
We have a Netherlands connection.
There you go. You're speaking Flemish? Are you speaking Flemish?
No.
Ik wil wel dat je even iets in het Nederlands zegt.
No, I can't do it.
Come on, Alf.
No.
Say one thing in Dutch.
I can't. I don't know anything.
You said Den Haag.
I did say the name of the city that my dad was born in.
Rambo, he used to train with me.
I'm coming in for another chat. Look,
Rambo.
You're going to see another conversation with him on our Instagram, but now we're walking and talking. We got Lars van Berkel. Dude, what are you drinking there?
Pepsi. I think I deserved it.
All right, buddy. Hey, it was great to have you here. I'm going to turn to my left here. We want to talk to number 61. We're ambushing again. Buddy, how'd it go? You ended up kind of on your own out there, but how did your racing go?
It went good. I had good starts. My first moto, I'm just like still learning the track, first time here. So
you don't ride the sand really either, do you?
No, not as deep as this stuff. And so I lacked a little bit of raw speed, but my endurance was good and stuff like that. And then second moto, another good start. I was in 6th for a little bit, but then I had no tear-offs because I got some water.
Oh, I got photos of your face just covered in mud.
Yeah, and then there's no blue flags because everyone's muddy, so they don't know who's
True.
leading or whatever. So I had some pretty bad lappers without the goggles, and I got blasted. So in the last 3 laps, I lost a lot of time because I had to roll some jumps because I couldn't see.
Well, I saw you went 8-8 for 6, man. I think you're going to like Sandali next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Good talking. Have a good week. We'll see you there. All right, we're going to wander off here. We'll see these guys. See the Dutch, the crazy. You know, there's 2 things I don't like. Oh, I'm kidding.
Yeah, tell me what you don't like about the Dutch.
People are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Really?
It's a joke. It's a joke. Austin Powers, you guys. Come on.
Okay.
I'm going to get punched. This guy.
Oh, yeah. We forget, this guy's has watched every movie. We're too busy with motocross.
Yeah,
We don't have time to watch all these movies.
we have to travel to get to races.
All right. Oh, yeah. Well, don't. I'll come back. All right, we got to hurry up because we got a lot of ground to cover here. Ryder McNabb made it tough on himself there. He crashed in that first one there, came back. He ended up getting the overall 2-2, consistent 2-2 for that overall. Obviously, he keeps the points. Heading forward, Kaven Benoit was second. I'm walking into the KTM. There's Kaven Benoit right now. Uh-oh, yeah, I don't know if people like this or not, but I'm coming at him. Kaven, buddy, again, 4-1. You had a great battle in that second one with Mitchell Harrison. How was your day?
The day started off not so good. I don't know if I was rusty from riding this Gopher Dunes track, so I don't know. I was just struggling, not having a good flow, bad technique. There's a bunch of things going on, and was happy to fix
After
that.
you retired, Gopher Dunes is not the kind of track you ride a lot.
No. So it was last time I rode here was 5 years ago, and I don't know. That's the only explanation I have. I was just struggling with the track and having a hard time having a good flow on it, and it was just tough.
I don't think.
It was tough, and I really focused on just trying to ride better, just my technique, and try to be more smooth with the track, and it paid off for Moto 2, I guess. It was a much better ride for myself, and
well, you were in the catbird seat there for Mitchell Harrison's crash. I heard it was a pretty heavy crash.
oh yeah, I didn't know where to go. I was like, I kind of freeze behind him. I was like, oh, that's a big crash, and I think I saw him go by. He looks okay, so that's a good thing. It's always sad to see other guys crash like that because you don't want people to get hurt.
His hand, and so he was a bit slow.
But we had a really good battle. It was a really fun race, and we exchanged the lead there, and it was fun.
All right, Kaven. Well, good to see you. Good to see you back. 4-1. 4-1 for second overall for Kaven Benoit. We'll see you next week, man. Have a good week. All right, let's wander off here. That's Kaven Benoit. Good to see him back. There we got Cale. Look at these guys. Oh man, I'm going to back right up into these guys. You're going to recognize this guy from seasons such as, I don't know, 2012. There we got Jerry Lorenz and we got Cale Kuchnicki. Boys, how was that out there? You came back from way back, dead last.
Yeah, it was all right. I first moto ran 7th for a while, had a little tip over, finished 10th. Second moto, decided to cartwheel myself the first lap, came from last to 11th, so I guess it's not too bad.
All right, I'm coming through, trying to find your name here. Where are you?
Where's Cale at?
What is that?
Yeah, they had the spelling a little goofy.
Yeah, they had it all messed.
Let me just show you why that took a while. All right, buddy. Okay, so and how about you, man? How'd you do out there?
I did decent. First moto, I kind of just couldn't figure out my groove. Second moto, I was doing pretty good at the beginning, down in the top 20 where I wanted to be, and it was a lap after he fell that I fell in the corner before the rollers. But the upside was the rollers were where I felt the fastest all day, so I was happy with those. But altogether, pretty good ride today. Came back to 21st after falling. So, and I had to do a goggle swap too.
25-21 for 25th overall for Cale. You got, like you said there, this whatever that name says there for 10th. Well done. Any more for you guys? You're doing the whole series, right?
Yeah, I'll do them all.
How about you, Jerry? Any more?
I'll be at Santa Lee next week. A little bit of redemption, so.
All right, guys. Hey, great to have you up here. Good to see you, man.
Dude, thank you.
I saw you last week, too.
Yeah.
All right. I saw him last week at Red Bud. But okay, yeah. So I keep flipping back and forth here because I keep bumping into people and 250 or. Now we're gonna head over here to the. We'll just see who's still around. There's Tyler Rayner over there.
What up, bro? Good to see you, brother.
So yeah, we just talked to Kaven Benoit. Ended up going 4-1 for that second overall. 1-5 from Josiah Natsky. I'm not sure he's gonna want to talk. He was a little upset after that one. He was a little upset after that last one there. He got rid of his goggles early, faded back a little bit. Was a little upset over at the podium there. But vlog life in here. We're looking. Looks like I missed all the food. There's only cherries left.
Beers.
How's it, Brett? Your guy, Jeremy Mackay, looked great today. So did Tanner.
I was going to say, both guys look good today, and I'm very happy. That's why we're still here. Usually, we're just saying, first one's cleaned up usually. We're still here.
Coming around. And talk about these shirts. You guys, a little day at the beach, right?
Beach theme, so that's Mel's idea. We do.
I think it was Mitchell's idea. I just executed it.
So, yeah. Beach
But,
themes, and it worked out. Gear.
Whose idea was it not offering me a beer?
There's always a beer here. There's always a lukewarm beer is always around for you.
All right, guys. I'm kidding. I got a lot of work to do here. Anyway, good job today, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye, Billy.
This is how we vlog. Look at these guys. Look at these two working it. I'm just gonna stand here and watch you two work. I gotta get hit in the shins.
Feeling coffee, parking your bike with us, and now he's
Breaking
gone.
it.
We see how it is.
T-Dag's up there. Tyler, how'd it go, buddy? You slowed down a bit in the second one.
Yeah. I used every ounce of energy to hold on to my bike in the first one. And I think I did way too much sand riding this week.
You know, you're working off 3 weeks ago for this race. You're not working on yesterday. You know training.
This is a stupid rookie mistake. So dumb. I kicked myself in the ass for this.
I can help you. I can help you, buddy.
All right, kick me in the ass for that?
Yeah, I can help. I can do that part.
Yeah. I'll be ready to go for this week.
All right. It's not Gopher this week. It's Sandalee.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready to go for? See what I did there? See what I did there? All right. Hey, and you were standing right. Is Mitchell gone?
No, he's right in there.
Oh, he's right there. Okay, because I know you had the front row seat to his crash. He managed to crash right in front of you, so that was nice of him.
Yeah, I love
Maybe
that.
let's see. I'm gonna circle around and see if he's okay if I ambush him. Is that okay? All right, we got Mitchell Harrison. Took one of the hardest crashes a lot of people have seen in their time. He took a big one here. Let's talk to Mitchell Harrison. Mitchell, buddy, how was today, man? That crash?
It was a good day. I crashed 3 times. Yeah, I crashed the whole shot, the first moto.
Yeah, you and Tanner came from dead last, you guys, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where Tanner was, but yeah, I got up to 4th, and then I crashed again. Lapper got me, and then I went down again. I just kind of endoed, and yeah, I ended up 6th. That sucked. Then I got the whole shot, and then led, and me and Benoit had a great battle, and yeah, I just finally tucked out nowhere. It hurt, couldn't breathe.
Yeah, you were rolling around for a while.
Yeah, I literally it felt like an eternity. I could not breathe, and I was just gasping. I was like, get my
You think it's never coming back?
Yeah, I literally thought I was not gonna be able to breathe. Someone put a trach in me or something, please. So yeah, it sucked, and I DNF'd because of it, which I thought I was riding really well all day. I thought,
you and Kaven were battling, man, going back and forth.
Yep. So I thought that, I guess he was on me, which it didn't feel like it because I mean there was a lot of rain and lappers and whatnot. So I thought I was good. So and it just
All right, buddy. Well, glad to see you're okay. What do you think's going on there? Are you going to be on a bike this week or off this week?
I hope I can ride Tuesday at Sandalee.
Okay, good.
But it feels all right now. I'm just having it compressed. We got a little wrap. We got some ice on it, but it feels okay.
All right. Well, you're not making the season easy on yourself.
No, sir.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Good luck with that. We'll hopefully see you next week on the bike and top form.
Yeah, he's coming to
That was obviously Mitchell Harrison. He raced Red Bud last week too, so it was cool to see that. I think he had 11th overall. Hey, getting jiggy with it. There he is. Let's see, where did he? Got to look for that DNF. Mitchell Harrison, 6:21 he's actually scored with. That put him at 13th, so he scored some points, but again, like I said, after that first round in Edmonton, not making things easy on himself. But we'll try to get cruising along here. People are, like I say, wrapping things up. But okay, so I was just talking about Josiah Nadsky there. He ran away with that first one. It was impressive. Just killed it. It was like, okay, all that testing you did at Rempels, all that kind of stuff they did, it was paying off. Second moto, got out there, threw his goggles off in like second lap. That wasn't what you wanted to do out there, so he ended up dropping back to hey, there goes Courtney Lloyd. So anyway, he ended up 3rd place, so he ended up 3rd overall. So not all was lost. And you know what? We got Avrie Berry here. She made the mistake of making eye contact, and now I'm gonna have to go get her. Here we go, Avrie. Good races out there. I'm gonna do this because the microphone doesn't work so well. It's the other way. Then I'll face it to you. Can I get a word from the dog here? What do you think of that? I'm gonna get bit. I'm gonna get bit. How'd it go out there? What did you? 3?
Yeah, I went 3-3.
3-3?
Yeah.
Tough class out there. It's going to be fun to watch the WMX there. The top 3 girls are going to be bar to bar. Some of these tracks, not bar to bar today, but how'd it go?
Today, I mean, it was all right. I definitely expected more from myself, but yeah, we went 3-3.
Yeah, you didn't seem happy on the stage.
No, I can't hide my disappointment. I'm also like tired of being disappointed. Like I just want to win, and I haven't done that yet, so it's a little frustrating. But I mean, all we can do is go out there and try our best. But yeah, I'm not stoked about today, but it is.
You guys were all within seconds, so I mean, you can't really be
that's
too.
That's why it was just whoever was having the best day. I feel like because we're all so close in speed. So, yeah, it is what it is. I have to be happy with my riding. It was all right, but just got to clean a few things up and it should be good.
All right, she'll be back, and again, watch the WMX. It's a really good battle, and it's usually 2 people battle. This time we got 3, so it's going to be good. Thanks, Avrie. Have a good week. Yeah, so she ended up. We saw it was bothering Ev back there. She ended up 1-1, 2-2 went to Jamie Astudillo, and 3-3 for Avrie Berry. Okay, here we are. There's the PRMX. I don't see any riders here. I'm trying to hey, there's James. Hey, buddy. All right, now we're going to kind of cruise through here. So Josiah Natsky ended up 3rd. Sebastien Racine looked really good out there, man. He was in battles. He was his old self. He ended up 4th there with 3 for Moto. So good for Sebastien to get out there and kind of get some confidence going again. That's kind of what Kevin Tyler said. It was more, it's in his head kind of thing, right? A little bit more pressure on him, stuff like that. So good to see him actually come out and perform and do well. Behind him, Tanner Ward, man. Tanner Ward was like we were just talking there to Mitchell. Tanner was dead last in that first one, took off, ended up grabbing, what did he get up there? He got it all the way to 5th, so he went 5-3. Second moto, he was actually in there with everybody. So that was really good to see. I'm kind of looking this way to see who we have over here. I don't see any riders. Now we're going to head into, see who we have in some of the kind of the privateers, that's how I say it. Privateer lane here. But anyway, so Tanner Ward ended up 5th. Noah Viney was consistent. We spoke to him earlier. He was 8-8 for 6th place there. So it's kind of the numbers were a little weird. We got Tristan Dares. He's always good for a joke. I'm going to keep it quick though with him. Tristan, how you doing?
Very good, Billy. How are you?
I don't think we can do that anymore.
What?
He's always good for some comedy. Old Tristan Dares out there. How did he do? Let's take a look. He can't hide from the numbers. Let's find him there. There he is. There he is in 21st. Tristan Dares, 25-18. So a pretty solid second moto. So he must be fit. Nice to see him doing better in the second moto. That's tough to do here at Walton. That's tough to do here at Gopher Dunes. It's easy to do at Walton. All right, I see some more things over there. Veronique and James. All right, now I'm standing in the middle of nowhere. I was going to ride my bicycle for this one, but then I would have too many things in my hands and then handlebars. So how about Tanner Scott, man? Number 33 out there. He ended up 7th. Tanner Scott looked great. 12-6 for him, man. 6th place in that second moto. Good for him. Dylan Rempel looked really good in that second one. He went 11-7, finished behind him. Austin Jones, speaking of Kevin Tyler, he kind of joked that Tuesday Oz showed up. He kind of always jokes about that I guess Austin Jones rides great during the week when he's practicing. And there's Craig. Here he's coming. He's sneaking in. Oh no, classic, a classic. And as I roll down here too, Blake Davies, 17-16 for 16th overall, and he's right over here, so he made the mistake of making eye contact with me too, so now I'm going to go over here. I know he's working. Here, we're going on break, Blake.
All right.
You don't have a ton of experience here, especially not at this level. How was Gopher Dunes for you today, man?
It wasn't too bad. I mean, we salvaged what we got. First moto, I was doing really good. I think I was 10th, 12th, and I hit the wall 5 laps to go and dropped down to 17th. But that, I mean, it was first moto, first ever race to Gopher Dunes, so it was pretty good.
That was your first ever?
Yeah, so this is my first time ever here.
Oh,
okay,
so. I'm sorry. I figured you maybe here once before. Okay.
Nope. And
was it as tough as everybody says?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it wasn't even hot today.
No, I can't imagine how tough it's gonna be when it's hot out. But Moto 2, we missed the gate, so I got last gate pick. But
is that Craig's fault? Can we blame Craig for that?
No,
I can.
That was the clock's fault.
Oh.
I think the clock was a little bit off, but then I got last place start because I was in the very outside and started working my way through and went around the Gopher Dunes sign corner, and I tipped over and someone ran my bad hand over, so that didn't feel too good. And then yeah, right here, it's still a little bit swollen, but and then I got a little bit pissed off and started pushing, and this track you can't really push too hard because you start making mistakes, and I crashed again. So first 2 laps I crashed twice, and after that I just calmed down and started to get a flow and made my way back up to 16th. So salvaged what I could get, and it was pretty good.
Well, good job, but I think you're going to like, have you raced Sandy before? I guess none of these tracks, right?
I did a local race there before DaSilva last
Sandy,
year.
but not like this Sandy. So we'll see you there, man. Have a good week, and we'll see you.
Yeah, thank you.
You made it. You survived Gopher Dunes for your first time. Yeah. All right, Blake Davies, all the way from the West Coast. So good to see him there. Young rider, you're like 6'3", 6'4" now. There's Ace. Ace is barking at me. Look at him. Ace, killer dog coming from. Okay, so Yeah, so we'll get through the top 10 there. And then rounding out 10th, we've got to talk about Sam Gaynor, man. Sam Gaynor went 1-1 in the premix class. Second moto is going to maybe have a pretty good battle with Brandon Gourlay. Unfortunately, his motor let go on him, so he didn't. But anyway, he raced premix, won that, and then lined up for the, also raced the 250 class. And he went, what did he go, 7-12. He had to be getting tired. Yeah, I got to be honest, it got kind of tough to tell who was where in the second one. Look at these guys. Hey, I'm going to talk to this guy. You looked really good out there. We got Seth Hughes. Buddy, you were up there pretty well in the big boy class today.
I had a good start in the first moto, and then I ran into some fuse problem actually in the second moto, and we noticed it a little bit on the line, and then it wouldn't start, and yeah, we narrowed it down to a fuse, and ended up having to DNF the second moto, but
16 DNF.
Yeah, wasn't the day we were looking for, but hey, there's always next weekend. So
you must have felt good because you were running up there with the some of the big boys for sure. You must have felt pretty good up there in that first one, though.
Yeah, the first one I felt really good. I definitely yeah, it was tough, but I grinded it out, and yeah, it was tough to battle up there with the big dogs at the first 5-6 laps, and then I found my pace and just finished her off strong.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, congrats. First one. We'll just talk about the first one.
Yeah. We'll get it after.
All right. Seth Hughes out there, number 54. Looked, like I said, looked really good out there. I didn't know. Again, you really can't tell. You kind of lose track with what's going on in that second one. There's Ron over there, head medic, without a hat on. I don't even recognize that young fella. Ron Kaven over there. So that was the top 10 in the. Let me see what else I made for notes here. Yeah, we talked about that. Sebastien looked really good too. The number 35. I wasn't ready for the number 35. Obviously, I've been seeing a number 800 in the States. He was down there right in the combine. He ended up 10-10 for 11. So good job for Sebastien. He was in battle with some of the top guys too. So he's got a. He looks comfortable out there against the pro guys, pro-am. Zach Hughes ended up kind of alone. Kind of a bit of a quiet day for him. Not really a sand guy apparently, of course, but. Lots more left in him, so we'll watch for him to do certainly better than 13-11 for 12th from Zach Hughes. Mitchell Harrison there, 13th. Bailey Kroon from Minnesota. I kept looking at the 249 and wondering who that was. A lot of American riders made the trip up here, so a lot of guys I hadn't heard of. A lot of guys did very well. A lot of guys placed up quite well in the 450 class, so we'll kind of move over to that. But Bailey Kroon, he's from Ham Lake, Minnesota. Behind him, Devin Smith. Good to see him out there, have a pretty decent day there in 15th. Blake Davies we just spoke to. Jake Trico. Now, I don't want to say anything that's not true, but someone asked me if Jake had broken his arm, and I said I didn't even know he'd fallen. So hopefully Jake is okay. I don't know what happened, but he obviously cried. Look at this guy. Bye, guys. That's Liam and Pam, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm not sure what happened to Jake Trico. So it was cool to see the 527 out here. Hopefully he didn't break his arm, but somebody said he went by and it was quite swollen, didn't look quite right. So Jake, if you did hurt yourself, get well soon, buddy. Cool to see Ben Leclerc out there too, the road race guy. He won the Yamaha bike there last year too. So good to see him out there too. Like I say, lots of guys from the States came up and raced. Let's move over to the 450 class here. I'm gonna see a few. Oh, I got. Ethan Willett, he crashed hard and got taken off too. We're heading over to buy his trailer here, so we'll see if he's okay. Number 91. Dylan Wright, man, that first one, man, Moff got he fall, then he got by Moff, then Moff got by him, and then Moff held him off. And then Sean had a pretty bad crash, ended up hanging on like he could, I don't even think he could see straight, but he ended up holding on pretty well there and ended up, Moff taking where's he ended up here? He ended up third in that one, so he held on, so impressive to see him do that, but he did not line up for the second moto, so he scored a 3 DNS really, for 11th, so a tough break for Sean. Hopefully he's okay. I talked to the guys there, they said he's maybe all right, but hopefully he's not too bad. The place is clearing out here. But anyway, so Jess Pettis went 2-3. Just crashed in that second moto, went around with the visor all kind of bent up. So he was happy to be up on the podium. Wasn't all that happy with his performance. He feels like he's getting closer in speed though, so that's good. Ooh, I wonder if Sebastian's over here. Is Sebastien over here or no?
Oh, yes, he is.
Is he? All right, they're hiding from me. Here comes Sebastien, maybe. Because he had a good day. I want to make sure if we're walking by here, we got to talk to Sebastien. Oh.
Just need a hat.
Hey, is that Tuesday Oz in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay, here we go. Hey, okay. I got ahead of myself here. No, I was facing myself. Look at that. Extreme close-up. Walleye Vision. Anybody remember that movie, Walleye Vision? All right, Sebastien Racine, you looked like yourself out there, buddy. Much better day. Talk about how it went, man. You must have felt good.
Oh, yeah, I mean, finally back in the sand, and yeah, first moto. Didn't have the best start, but I knew if I wanted to do anything good, I had to get off a push at the start, so put my head down at the start of that moto and got up to about 3rd or 4th, and then McNabb fell and I was 3rd. And then I saw Kaven wasn't really gaining on me, so I kind of did another push to pass him, and then, yeah, it was a good moto. First podium this year, so excited for more.
All right, well, hey, I was actually just talking about you, and because Kaven said it's kind of in your head, you're kind of feeling a little bit of pressure, but you look like you got past that today, man. You look like your old self.
Yeah, that's, like, the West Coast was tough for me. Edmonton was good, but the rest was kind of tough. At least got a few good motos in, so I know what I can do, and heading home now at San
Luis. Say we're going to your track next.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get a redemption on that win from last year.
All right, buddy. Oh, right, the last corner.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Too soon.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Hey, congrats on a great ride. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
I'm going to walk over this way, too, because we got, I was talking, both these guys I was talking about, so I'm going to have to put the camera in his face. Where did he end up, actually? Where'd you end up?
9.
There he is, Austin Jones. I put Tuesday. How'd your day go, man? How was that out there? You look comfortable? Look better?
Yeah, pretty good. Glad to be back on the East Coast. I got a good start in the first moto and sent it for 4 laps, and I blew up. I crashed 3 times, but still finished 9th. Had I not crashed, who knows what could have been, but it's a great learning experience to be up there, and it was a good time while it lasted. Seth blew by me at like 15-minute mark, 10
You look good, man. You look good today.
10-minute mark, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to latch on to Seb, and blew up right then and there. Crashed in the corner, got up, crashed a lap later, and then right at the end, I was in 7th, I think, and then I fell again, and then, I don't know, 2 more got by me, and I settled in for 9th, and then second moto, probably a 9th place start, my 2 best starts and 2 best finishes, so.
Your first moto start was amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
well, good, buddy. So you're looking forward to going to your home track?
Oh, yeah. I'm training years for this. Years for this.
All about next week. All right, buddy. Hey, congrats on a good day. You look good out there. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. You too.
All right. All right, let's wander here. We're trying to, people are disappearing. Luckily, we're bumping into a few people, though. Hey, there's another feed. Let's get another. Here's the question that needs to be answered. Where are all the Fergusons? Where are all the Fergusons?
There's only one here this weekend. The girls stayed home. This is kind of a last-minute decision for me to come out here. The girls were actually at home. There's a sprint enduro series starting up in Manitoba, so they were there doing that.
So you're coming here for this whole series as the only Ferguson?
Yep. The other 3 girls will be, all 4 of us will be at Deschambault and Walton.
Oh, they will?
Yeah, they'll be at Deschambault.
Okay. How gnarly was that track? And we're going to talk to your
oh
your
my
buddy.
God.
He's trying to hide. You're in the shot. You're in the shot, Tyler. Because we got to talk to him because he was way up there and then he was.
Yeah, he got a big hole shot. We were pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Pretty pumped.
How did you end up anyway?
I went 8-9 in the ladies class. I'm not sure for what overall.
Okay, sorry, I don't have the names. I stopped there.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, good to see. Well, now if there's a crash in the women's, we don't necessarily lose a Ferguson.
No, only one, but hopefully not.
All right, well, hey, good to see you, and let's go bug Tyler here. As I was just saying, this guy grabbed the whole shot. You'll see it in the video, of course, and then he had some troubles. But Tyler, how'd it go, man? Talk about that. Great start, and how'd it go?
Oh yeah, so it was a pretty good day. I've always had some just hard times at Gopher, but today first moto got a pretty good start. Worked my way up to 8th, I think I was in. I ended up going down with 2 board was coming out, and I went down back to 11th. A little bummed on that. But next moto, I lined up outside the doghouse and got a really good start. Got the whole shot. Led a little bit. Led to the finish line at least. I was pumped on that. And kind of went back to 4th. I think it was like on the 3rd lap, maybe 2nd lap. I just came down the big step down, up and over, and it just tucked unexpectedly. Then I was like stuck. Like my bars were stuck on the dirt, and then I couldn't get over it. Like I was stuck in this weird hole, and then I charged all the way back up, and I don't know. I had one big moment, and I almost ended it. After that, I was like, a lot of people were getting hurt today. Like Julian, that's a bummer for him. It was like raining.
Oh wait,
and
what
hot.
happened to Julian?
The first moto, he just ended over the bars, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, I didn't even know.
And I don't think he went for Moto 2, and I'm pretty sure Moff someone said he got heat stroke, which that's terrible, but
who's that?
Moffenbauer?
Oh, is that what caused his crash? Well, I'm not sure.
Know, but it was brutal out there, so I'm just pumped, you know, to get some good points and just go back to work this week, and then you know, come out to Sandali, and I heard they changed the track up, so pumped for that.
All right, buddy. Hey, you have to check the video because he's right up at the front and then had some troubles. He was way faster than 11:13 for 12 today, man. So you look good, man. See you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. That's Tyler Gibbs again, all the way here from the West Coast. We'll kind of almost wrap this up here for sure. I know, so we kind of got kind of wandering. Again, I'm out in the middle of the grass here, and there's not a whole lot of trailers around me, so we'll kind of head back here. But so Dylan Wright first, Jess Pettis second with a 2-3. Third, Lars Van Berkel. We talked to him obviously over there. 4-2, sorry, for that third place from the Netherlands, as we saw also earlier. I'm going to get run over by a truck here. I guess it wouldn't be one of these things without somebody saying, hey, you're about to get run over. Oh no, that was Ryder McNabb last week. But fifth, Tyler Medaglia. We saw him up there on the back of their rig. Wasn't too happy with the second moto. Maybe overtrained in the sand leading up to this one. Didn't leave himself fit and ready. He kind of left himself tired. So that's a mistake a lot of people make. He called it a rookie mistake. Let's see. I'm looking over here because I know there are a lot of American guys here. It would be kind of nice to throw the camera in one of their faces and hear what they have to say about this track. Jeremy Mackay, man, probably. I'm almost going to say the most impressed I was of any rider out there was with Jeremy Mackay. 6'5" for 5th overall. Looked great. This guy too. We got to talk to him up here. He's we'll close it. We'll close it with him because man, he had to come from last. I don't know if he came from last in both motos or what happened, but this guy did not make it easy on himself, and still 7.6 for 6th. Daniel Elmore, dude, talk about today. You did not make that easy.
No, that was
it both motos?
First moto was about 3 turns in. Me and Sean came together, went flying over the berm, but came from dead last both motos for 7.6.
Did I just say Jeremy Mackay was my most impressive? I think it might have to be this guy.
Awesome, yeah.
Was the track just gnarly, or how was it?
Oh, the track was brutal, especially second moto. I was a little dazed, got ran over twice, so it was a rough experience, but we made it through.
And up into 5th, you didn't lose too many points. It could have been a disaster. You saved it, so good for you, man. You got to be happy with what could happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with everything considered. So.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, congrats. I'm glad we bumped into him because he had kind of an amazing day coming from last both motos. Thanks, Daniel. See ya.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's a good story with him. Hey, look at Montana over there. Okay, so the Jeremy Mackay I mentioned, very impressive. Then Daniel Elmore had to outdo him by going from last to finish 1 place behind him in 6th. Andy Trutz, 8-10. Kind of looked like he maybe struggled in that second one there. Kind of lost touch with some guys. Ended up 7th overall. Grant Hoffman, number 145. We talked to him here on Tuesday. Good to see him out there. 13-7 in the second one for 8th. Parker Eels, all the way out from Maple Ridge, BC. 12-9, so he hung strong. He's obviously fit that 9th. Ended up 9 overall. Jerry Lorenz, 881 out there. Cool to see him up here. He'll go to Sandali as well, like he said, so that's cool to see him crack the top 10 after racing Red Bud last week and stuff too. So we saw him. Now we're going to make our way back over, finishing this up. Sean Moffenbauer, 3 DNF, like we mentioned. I don't know, maybe it was heat exhaustion that caused the crash. I know the guy said he was lying down kind of thing, so he's maybe it was heat exhaustion. I don't know. We'll have to find out what's going on with him. Tyler Gibbs. See what else we got here. Yannick Boucher, I didn't know who the 32 was out there. Good for him, finishing 14th. 14-12 for him, the number 32 out there. Small letters on his back. I was like, who's 32? And it took me a while to actually, I had to zoom in on one of my photos, one of the ones that wasn't blurry, and I could actually read it. So, Yannick Boucher. Cameron Horner, all the way out here from Montana. Good to see him. He looked really good out there. In the first one, I don't know what happened in the second one. He's listed as a 30th. I'm going to have to say that's a DNF. But, yeah, he ended up 15th overall. Tommy Dallaire from Quebec, good to see him for his first one. We talked to Ethan. We didn't talk to Ethan Willett, but hopefully he's okay. I was talking to someone and they said he got kind of taken away in the medics, so hopefully he's all right. And see you later. Hey, look, there's Brenner Lamons took a crash today and hurt his hand, but he went back out and looked okay. There goes Kaylee Kerr going by, 3W. I think she's pedaling that thing. But yeah, so it was good to see her. Lots of, again, there's Shane Kehoe, number 927. I don't know him. He's from Orlando, Florida. So if you're looking over the results, you're going to see a lot of different names that you don't, we haven't seen up here. So hopefully they're going to make their way to Sandali, and we'll kind of have a chat with those guys too. So I guess that's going to wrap it up. Yeah, I think we kind of touched on everything that needs to be touched on. I hope you enjoy these walk and talks. I have some fun doing it. I did have to go ride the track on an electric assist gas. Steve Sims lent me from Country Corners. I lent it to them. So I was late getting out here for this one, so a lot of people have left after a hot day in Gopher Dunes. A lot of people don't really like to hang out too much. So we'll make sure we grab more people again next week. The track's much easier to get around. I might even be able to do it on my Scott Spark right there, non-power assist. But hey guys, thanks for watching. That's, man, that was round 4 from Gopher Dunes. See you next week at Sandali.